Hi everyone, it's Kev's Magpies YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today's video will be previewing our round 12 clash against the Hawks. If you are returning Kev's Magpies, welcome, like, comment, share. If you're new to the channel, watch this for the first time, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now, Hawthorns are the teams that tends to have a number a little bit. Like, we've beaten them a few times. We've beaten them 2022, we beat them 2024, and gather round 2017, even before that as well. And then obviously the prelim final 2011 and even early in the season in 2010, early on the season as well. But the Hawks have only lost twice and won 3 games, and we only won 4 and lost 1 in this situation as well. Now, while I will say that the Hawks are coming off losses against the Lions by 33 points, lost to the Suns by 8 points as well. Defeat Melbourne by 35 points, I think that's easy. And they defeat Richmond by 65, and even they smashed West Coast as well, which you kind of expected. But to lose to Brisbane at the MCG, I think that's pretty poor as well. And we beat North Melbourne by 45 points. And look, I know people are going to come at me and say, oh, but you played against North Melbourne. But to be honest too, like, we had 9 of our best 23 players out as well. And a lot of premiership players out too. And that's what people got to understand. And don't forget, we have Brandon Maynard out injured as well. So, and we've got 5 players coming back in. So, it doesn't really matter too much. But the last time, like, we met as well was obviously round 19. It was 133 to 67, as we know, 2013, 133. Defeat Collingwood, obviously 9-13-67. That was a very disappointing game to stream as well. But there are ways to beat Hawthorn, right? And I think people just got to understand as well, like, this is the main difference. Look, I'm not going to worry about percentage and all the rest as well, but average points is 92.5 compared to them 92.1 as well. Now, our defence is 69.6 to 78.5, so they're very good defensively, and they can attack the foot as well, but they do leak a lot as well, so that's the problem. Our list profile is average age is 25 for them, 24, 108 games to 77, 189 centimetres to 190 as well. But the average disposal is 369 to 352, 204 to 211 kicks favour them. Handballs 158 to 148 as well, and 54-53 inside 50s as well. But disposal efficiency 74% to 72%, and goal efficiency 25% from 13 goals from 53 inside 50s compared to 25%, 14 goals from 54 inside 50s as well. Average free kick count is 22 to 18, so they'll probably get more free kicks as well. And they are known for ducking as well. They are known for shrugging shoulders and trying to draw a free kick for high tackles as well. And then the hit outs is 41-37 as well. Clearances 38 to 35, 12 all, and their centre clearances and stoppage clearances 25-23 as well. 130 contested possessions each, 231 to 214 as well. 61 turnovers, 64, and intercept 6-7 apiece. Now, our best 22 is 4,642 compared to our predicted 22 is 4,620, and with the 5 Sydney guys back and only losing Maynard and probably a few of the inexperienced guys, and Markov is a premiership player, as we know, may get dropped for this. I think it would definitely help as well compared to their best 22 is 4,752 to 4,950, so they predicted 22 as well. Marks 90 to 89 is 85 as well, so we need to keep them under 90 marks. Like, if we can keep them under 80 marks, that's huge. Marks inside 50, 15 to 14 as well, 10 to 9 contested marks as well. Tackles 64 to 60, 12 to 11 tackles in the 450, 5 bounces to 10, 1% is 46 to 38 as well. And then obviously interchange 70 each as well. Now, I will be out of attendance to this game as well. But the way you need to beat Hawthorn is stopping James Sicily and making him accountable. Look, one thing that he's good at is obviously getting back and intercepting marks, right? That's what he's very good at. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. He's the one guy that you got to target. He's starting to become a bit more lazy. He's a bit more injury prone. He's not playing with freely. Look, I think he will play. Sam Mitchell is playing down the injuries like it's nothing, but it has these groins has affected him kicking the footy. So he's a turnover king as well. And also too, with Barras in battle as well, like Barasi's slow, but he can help with the intercept and defend one as well. But also too, when you got battle there, he's very good one-on-one as well. Now, I think one thing that we need to do is that we need to get the Crummers around. And I think we need to start really having third men over the top to try and take these marks as well. So that's going to be the key on what to do against Hawthorn. So if we have a 1-1 contest, we got to have players flying from the side to take the marks as well. And also to make sure that we do have Crummers there. So and just protecting our teammates' backs in particular. And it's going to be the only way that we're going to do it. It's probably on how we can put pressure on Hawthorn as well. If we can get our pressure rated up to a fair bit, it does go a long way for us to win the game. And I think we can win this game considering what I've seen from Hawthorn. They aren't as good. Right, and I want to talk about last week's game compared to us. Now, I know they lost by 33 points, right? But this is the difference. They were in front at quarter time and they fell away after that. So they're not a very good, consistent team when it comes to playing top four. Now, when you look at the stats, right, they had more disposals, less kicks, less handballs as well. Now, with the marks in particular, because you can tell with the difference with the marking, right? Apart from the disposal efficiency, 74 to 77%, but there's the goals efficiency was 26%, right? But they dominate the hitouts, which you expected. Clearances, they dominate Brisbane. Centre clearances, they dominate. Stoppage clearances, they dominate as well. So they dominate in the contested possessions. Brisbane, they won the uncontested and obviously turnovers as an intercept as well. They had 110 marks, right? So if this gonna be a wet, slippery day, I would and on and off rain, mind you, so it's gonna be tough throughout the game. I would try and restrict their marking game as much as you possibly can. Keep them under 80 and you win the game that way. I really do think that. They want to try and have control and trying to play that quicker attacking footy as well, but they do like their control game. So we got to beat them on the inside as well, and we must beat them on the outside. Now, question mark is, will Nick Dacos get tagged? Look, I think he will, but having said that too, I think we need Ned Long to play the game that he played, right? He needs to play in that midfield. I think Sobon can play there. Make Hawthorn second guess a little bit on what they're going to do and who they're going to try and stop. Because it's not just that you stop Nick Dacos now. You got to try and stop Sobon. You got to try and stop Long. So if Ned Long plays that tagging role on Newcomb or wherever it is, you know your chance to really win that game, or Warple. Alright, so that's going to be the only difference in this particular game. Like, will Hawthorn tag Nick Dacos? I say yes, they will, but I make him think about and see who gets off the chain a little bit to try and impress that as well. And that's one way that we need to look at it, you know. Will I play Charlie West this week? Look, I think with Cox, Mycheck and Membry, I don't think he plays this week. I wouldn't risk it. It's too much of a risk to play Charlie West this week, right? Personal opinion. He didn't play well in the VFL as well. So, look, I know it's just one game, he's been killing it. I would have preferred to play him last week because of North's inexperienced defence. But Hawthorn's got that experienced defenders as well. So that's why I would more likely not do that as well and not play him. As pretty much on top of everything else. But the way that we need to beat Hawthorn is that we need to really be smart with our ball use. There'll be times when we need to bomb and that's fine. Because don't forget, Cho, their forward line is a little bit small. They only got Mario Cho in there, right, who can really take a mark, right? They got Ginnivan, they got Watson, they got Dylan Moore, right? So that was probably the only difference as well. Weddle can go forward. I will say this, at times Sicily can go forward, so that may be the difference as well. Gunston's a player that will stay in that forward line. See, you have Frampton on Gunston, and I think you have Darcy Moore on Cho, and Jeremy Howe on the third option as well. On the Watsons or the Dylan Moore's situation as well. Then you can have IQ, Crisp as well. So you really need to think about the options and force Hawthorn to panic a lot and bomb the ball a lot. So this is very important. Now, in my top 5 this week, look, number 5, I think everyone knows where this is going to, but I think it's our defence. Our defence in general must be really good. We must hit the scoreboard pretty hard. We must make sure that we put Hawthorn under low pressure. The more that we do this, the more that we'll win games of football. Simple as that. That's the only way that we're going to do it. Number 4 is our pressure. We can't allow Hawthorn have uncontested balls. Let's have them, put them under severe pressure where they just bomb the ball at the point where it's perceived pressure and it's a contested situation as well. They want to try and get that uncontested game going, and they contest the game. But let's make everything contested for them so it makes it harder. Because the more they try and win the uncontested possessions, the more they're going to dominate as well. So keep them under 100 marks. They want to try and intercept, play slow a little bit, and then they want to try and handle and attack as well. So if we can stop them in that, I think that's very important with our pressure as well. Number 3, I think it's taking out most of our opportunities in front of goal. We need to hit the scoreboard, right? We can't afford to have 8 rush behinds and miss 10 shots, right? We just can't do that against Hawthorn. They're going to put us away, right? They'll make us pay. We need to kick accurately. We need to kick 7 goals 1, 7 goals 2. Can't afford to kick inaccurately throughout the game. So that's probably number 4 stage on what we need to do. Number 5 is our defence, and number 4 is our pressure. Number 3 is pretty much like I said, our taking opportunities when it matters as well. Number 2 is pretty much stopping Sicily, Battle, and Barras. We must stop those 3 guys, right? I don't think we can put Darcy Moore or have Jeremy Howe up forward this week. We could try and stretch their defence and make him accountable with height. But I think we need to make sure that we make him accountable. Let's try and confuse Sicily and force him to try and go up instead of going backwards, right? Let's get the goals in the goal square. Let's just get our game going. Let's not panic. Let's continue to get these sorts of goals as well. It's the only difference on what we must do. So if we can do that, it goes a long way for us to really win the game as well. And it's the only difference in that situation as well. Number 1 is our game plan tactics. Look, one thing I will say with our game plan is that we need to win the footy out the middle, right? We need to win the clearances, in which we're very capable of doing. But we need to sustain it for 4 quarters. We know that Hawthorn will win some clearances, right? It's just a fact. It's just a fact that they will, right? But one thing that we need to do more often than not is that we need to make sure that when they're trying to win the clearances, it's pressure situation. It's the rush kicks. It's, the tackling. It's the unforced errors. We need to really make sure that we do that. And we need to get inside the heads as well. Tactically now, right, is that I would, if Hawthorn plays like Watson, Ginnivan, and Dylan Moore, I'm going to try and shrug, right? All you have to do is tackle them lower, and they're not going to get the free kicks. The umpires are seeing the fact is they're not getting free kicks for high tackles. It's great, because therefore it makes it harder. Right? Let's confuse the Hawks. Let's just make sure they can't, draw the free kicks for high tackles, because we know that Ginnivan would definitely do that. We know Watson's is definitely capable of doing that. We know Dylan Moore is definitely more than capable. He's kicked most goals out of free kicks. While I do think it's smart, I think it's good that if they're not going to pay it, let's get the on the ball decisions on, right? If I was an umpire and I'm looking at that, I see that as prior opportunity. I'm going to pay that on the ball because you have to, right? Because that's their prior opportunity right there. Once they try to shrug and they don't do it, it's immediately holding the ball. And as the fan base, let's get let's get off our feet and really enjoy the game that way and really get into it as a fan base. I'm challenging every Collingwood supporter. If you're going down there on Friday night, mate, be loud, be vocal, do whatever you can. When we get a free kick for holding the ball when they duck into it, good. Let the Hawthorn players know about it. And just be suck shit. Do all this, do what you want. If you want to swear at them, if you want to say, that's what you get for ducking, mate. Suck shit, whatever Collingwood fans want to do in that situation, I'm all for that this week. Because this is the team to do it to, is the Hawthorn Football Club. They do it more than any other team, right? That they get protected most times now. They rank number one free kicks. So the less free kicks they get for high tackles, for shrugging the shoulders and lowering their bodies as well, I think it's going to be smart as well. And this game will be won and lost by sustaining it, right? I think I think this will be an up and great game of footy. I'm confident we'll win. I want to do my predictions. Yeah, I'll do that in the team talks. But having said that, I'm going to say Collingwood will win by 11 points, but I would not be surprised if we smash Hawthorn. I know on the Drum Punch they mentioned on the Rivals that they wouldn't be surprised if Collingwood smash it Hawthorn. I tend to agree. I think the difference between us and the Hawks is that we're putting teams away now. Right, we put North Melbourne to the sword. Now teams like but Hawthorn smashed North Melbourne too. Yes, but we had our VFL signing, right? We got 5 of our best 23 coming out. Now, we're going to lose Maynard, but we still gain 5 players out of it. So it doesn't really matter too much. Maynard is that leader, right? He shows it. Now, when Darcy Moore's back, he's going to lead our back line to victory, and I'm very confident of that. Hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to drop a like, also drop a sub as well. Mate, want to beat Hawthorn so badly right now. You just don't know. It means a lot to us. They've got our number. But until next time, bye for now.